Brent's Burgers.
Okay, it is the last day in Calgary here, and a few observations, I guess, during our time. Number one, it's very hard to find shade in this city. Yesterday, Daryl and I, for my evening show, we arrived at the location and had about an hour to kill, and so we just wanted to find a place in the shade to sit, and drove around for about 20 minutes before we could find something. Thankfully, today I have located a nice little area under some trees. And my other observation about Calgary is it is a nice city, but people here are brutal at parallel parking. I cannot tell you the number of times I've come to a space that's like 2 feet too small to be able to fit in there because whoever was parking either pulled up too far or, I don't know, just a disaster. There was a case yesterday. We were staying with with my friend Ian Turnbull, who I used to race with at Laurier, and there was a car that was literally like stopping 2 people from being able to parallel park by like a couple feet, right in the middle, and there was like almost enough space on either end of the car. Just heinous. Anyways, enough ranting. I wanted to start with a little bit of a rant, but actually I'm glad I'm in the shade today because this is a bit more of a somber video. I have gone to a restaurant. It doesn't even have a label on it, but it's called the Burger Inn. Now, I was looking on Google trying to find a place to go. There was one other contender that in the reviews was being compared to In-N-Out, which is a very bold claim to make, because In-N-Out, for me, in terms of sort of like fast food burgers, is at the very top of the mountain. But there was another, I was reading the reviews, the burger looked good, the bun looked too thick, and it was apparently insanely expensive. So I found this place, the Burger Inn. Price point looked very good, and I went there. I showed up, and I walked in, and there was an EMS duo ahead of me, some I guess some paramedics, and they were ordering some burgers. And when the guy went up there to order, I heard him say, "When's your last day?" And the lady said today, and I wasn't sure if it was like her working there or like the place. So anyways, his partner wandered off to the washroom, and when there was a quiet moment, I asked him, I said, "Hey, I heard you say the last day. What's going on here? Could you please fill me in?" And he said, he said, "They're closing. This is the end." And I said, "Well, are there any other locations?" He said, "No, this is the one, and today's their last day." He said it's been a staple for the EMS services since the 90s, apparently. So, yeah, I don't know. I got a little choked up, and I was glad. I said, "Hey, I'm glad I got here sort of the last day that you're open, that they're open." And I was also really excited because online, the burgers sort of look like the burgers that I used to have, well, that I still occasionally have at Nana and Papa's. They make great burgers. I know Nana's probably watching. Love you, Nana. So anyways, I'm very excited for this burger. I got a double, I got a single, mustard, ketchup, lettuce. I put some barbecue sauce on the single, just to give it a little bit of extra oomph. And I have to be careful today. Yesterday, after the afternoon show, Daryl and I quickly went to Five Guys to grab a couple burgers. I was going to review it. I didn't. And I think I actually might have pulled a muscle in my jaw taking the first bite. As you know, I take very aggressive bites. And so I got to be tender here. Okay, I'm going to save the single. Let's get into the double here. So this is the Burger Inn. If you happen to live in Calgary or know people who live in Calgary, today's their last day, so get over there and buy a whack load of burgers. Maybe we can sort of stave off this demise. Because, yeah, I am sort of bummed out about that. Okay, a little greasy in the package, which, again, I don't really mind. She asked white or brown bun. I obviously said white. There are sesame seeds on the top. Sort of discussed that before. There's really no need for that. But I'm not going to go too hard in the paint today just because I feel bad that they're closing down. Let's take a look. Okay, lettuce is on the top. Condiments are on the bottom. Again, I'm going to take it easy today. Very nicely sort of grilled burgers, though. Nice charbroiler, whatever you call it. It does look good. Yeah, I won't comment further on the condiment placement, but at least the lettuce is on the top. Okay, so let's give this a go. A nice little gentle first bite, given my recent issues. Need some fresh air in here. Yeah. To be honest, the patties do sort of have that, they almost have a similar taste to the burgers I was discussing that I have at my Nan and Papa's. Patties are good. There's not a whole lot going on seasonal-wise, which with a burger like this, that's okay. Yeah, the condiments on the bottom are an issue. And especially, like I've discussed sort of the issue where if you have a double patty, that's definitely a case where you need it on the top, because you need to be able to get into those condiments right away. You know what? Let me get into the single. I'll rate the single. Because I feel like this may be a situation where that additional, the barbecue sauce may sort of help the fact that the mustard and ketchup are on the bottom of the bun. That does the trick. Okay, it's a good burger. Probably gonna sit this one around, I'm gonna toss it around 7.7. It is good. I'm really sorry to hear they're closing down, because in terms of value, you're gonna be hard pressed to get better value. This burger I think was around like $4, maybe $4, max $5. The double was like $8 or something. So price point wise, much better than most other things you're going to find. So at that rate, I would probably have gone to this place quite frequently if they weren't shutting down. So that is sad. Going to take some time to work through that. I know it's my first time there, but that does bum me out. And yeah, if you live in Calgary, check it out. The Burger Inn. In the 2000s, they had plaques all over the wall. They won a lot of awards. So yeah, Burger Inn. I'm glad I got there.